Hey guys, how's it going? This is the longest winter ever. Guys, listen, it's spring break and it's still cold outside. So I said, let's roast some chicken. Come on, guys. This is what you call a freestyle. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just took whatever was in my fridge. I had been going to the farm a lot. I had a lot of leftover veggies and I felt like some chicken. And I just said, you ever just go in your refrigerator and see what do we have? And just throw it all in a pot. It's easy peasy. I didn't even need a recipe for this. So look, like I said, I had some carrots. I threw a little oil on the pan. If you have a deep pot like this, I had some red potatoes and I just cut those up too. Listen, if I had an onion or a garlic, I could have threw that on the bottom too, but I didn't. I don't know what happens. I go through onions like every day in my house. Of course, we're gonna wash our chicken first. You saw me wash it, right? You're gonna use some vinegar, some fresh lemon, or some lemon juice. We don't want that salmonella. We're gonna clean the fat inside. Okay, we're gonna cut off the butt part. Wash our chicken. Wear gloves if you want. I didn't put on any gloves. I don't wear gloves at home. I know when we video we should wear gloves, but to each his own. I'm a home chef, okay? So cut up your potatoes. I cut them in half. They're going to get pretty soft pretty quickly. I already preset my oven on 350. So my oven's already preset. Had the oil in the base. I had some mixed carrots. I also had some potatoes. You could throw an onion in there. I had some sweet peppers. I did put some sweet peppers on the bottom as well. Some sweet peppers, some carrots, potatoes. Now you're going to come in with all your herbs. Just season up your herbs, your oregano, your thyme, your parsley. I had some lemon pepper. Of course, you're going to want to put a lot of paprika, um, black pepper, adobe. I had some adobe. You could put smoked paprika, regular paprika, onion, garlic. There you go. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to season it on the other side as well. Both sides, okay? Then I like when I roast my chicken or even when I do like a turkey, I always like to stuff it inside. You could stuff it with like an onion. um, I ran out of onions, believe it or not, because I use onions like every day. So I found some oranges. Like I said, this is a freestyle. We're just working with whatever's in the house. And that's a good thing about great chefs and great cooks that you can make anything out of anything pretty much, right? So remember I said we're going to turn that chicken over. I had some thyme. I found that in the fridge. So I stuffed the thyme in the middle with a tangerine. That orange gave it a nice kick because some people I saw when you roast chicken, some people put like a little orange juice. I didn't have any orange juice. I had a tangerine, so I put, you know what, not one, but two tangerines in the middle. And it just gave it a nice kick. Like I said, after we stuff our bird, we had some thyme and tangerine. We stuffed the bird. I flipped it over and I continued to season it while my oven is warming up to 350. Guys, how do you guys roast your chicken? I know roast chicken is very popular in English. Um, the English government has a big influence on the Caribbean, especially Jamaica is very common. Growing up, grandparents did roasted chicken, roast potatoes. I really feel like cooking is just like a lost art. And maybe with social media and TikTok and YouTube, we're bringing back the art of cooking. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not. I don't know. But let me tell you something. When you cook at home and it comes good, you didn't even want to eat out. Your palate changes because you realize how old the food is. The oil's old, or it's over seasoning, or it has way too much MSG, way too much butter, this, that, or it's too deep on the pockets cost wise. Anyway, I had a little butter, so I just threw some butter on top. So you don't want to dry out the chicken. Want this chicken nice and juicy. I opted out of the garlic. I don't know why. I thought about the garlic. I had it in my hand. I threw it back. But I did have some cilantro. And I was like, you know what? Like I said, this is freestyle chicken. That's what we're going to call it. Freestyle chicken. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm not going to claim it to any one country. It's kind of giving me probably between the adobe and the cilantro is having a little bit of Spanish flair. But I know Spanish people, they like their sofrito and they like to put beer and they like to put their olives into that. We're not doing all that. That's not what we're doing. We just threw some of that for color and then this is done. I don't want to overkill it. My kid love it. She tore it up, man. She was like, "Mom, this is so juicy and this is so good." Trust the process. Now, I you could cover it if you like. If you have a cover, you could cover it. I didn't cover it, but I did turn it over halfway through the process. You don't want it to dry out. Chicken's pretty juicy. Keep it on 350. If you want it a little slower, you could actually do it on 325. It's going to take a little longer, but I was good with 350. I added in the bottom, I put a little vegetable broth, or if you have a chicken broth, because we don't want this to dry out. And at the end, at the last 10 minutes, this is the key point. This is the point you don't want to forget at the end. Okay. When the chicken's done, you want to put it on broil, on a low broil, just so you could toast the top and get that roasted color. See, there we go. See, this is after you broil it. See the color, the way it gets like that? That's how you want it to look. Oh my God. And it was nice and juicy. Got your vegetables on the bottom. Guys, give me a thumbs up. This was looking amazing. Amazing. I'll be back with another one.